is where freedom starts.
All right.
There you go.
Welcome to Coffee and Connections episode 5.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world.
Yes. Welcome. Can you believe it? It's already episode 5, week
Episode 5. I can't believe it.
I know. So this week we'll talk about the best advice we ever ignore. So join us for this coffee chat. If you're seeing this on live or see the replay, yeah. So I am Ellie, originally from Malaysia, now residing in Michigan because I'm married to a Michigander.
Yep. And I am Steve. Lived in Michigan my whole life, except for a little stint in Florida. And lucky to have this wonderful woman move all the way from Malaysia, 9,300 miles to be with me. Can you believe it?
Well, they gotta believe it. So let's pass to Emily.
Yes. Hello, world. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are tuning from. Of course, my name is Emily, originally from the Philippines. I'm a happy wife. I'm a proud mom of one, a special ed teacher by profession.
And my name is Mike, originally from Manchester, England. And now we both reside here in sunny Atlanta, Georgia, USA. And we are traditional business owners, but extremely proud online business owners.
Yes. So if you are joining us tonight, morning or afternoon, grab your favorite drink, maybe a cup of coffee and maybe a glass of wine or just a glass of water. So whatever you want, join us in this very, very nice topic, the best advice that we ever ignored. So thank you so much for your time, and we hope that you enjoy the show.
Yeah, let the games begin, as they say.
So who wants to begin? The best advice that you ever ignore.
All right, so we can start. I think one of the advices that I ever ignored probably is don't worry so much about what other people think. You know, like we always how do you call it, like we spend years or maybe days or years maybe making decisions based on how other people might judge us. Eventually you realize that people will have opinions on no matter what you do or whatever, how you look like. When you get skinny, people will say, oh my God, she's sick. When you gain some weight, oh my God, you are so like fat. When you get rich, oh my God, where are they getting their money? They may be selling drugs, or like people will always have opinions on whatever. So I believe that we don't you just listen to people you respect, but don't let everyone else's expectations decide your life.
Yeah,
that's true.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see. I would say, I mean, obviously, Emily doesn't listen to any of my advice, so that's a continuous thing, though.
Right.
But yeah. But now, advice for me, I guess. Yeah, I definitely think that's probably one of the biggest things is someone's always going to chirp in about whatever it is you're doing. But is it not better to listen to people that are successful?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, take what people, if you're maybe in the same business or something, if somebody else is on the same par or maybe not doing quite as well as you are doing, and they're criticizing you, then you maybe take that with a pinch of salt. But if you're somebody that is in the same business and they're really successful, then maybe you want to listen to what they've got to say, because obviously they're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Want me to-
What about you guys?
Oh, well, there's two things that stuck with me for years. And it was from this wonderful audiobook called The Magic. And I think a lot of people in this community have listened to it or they read the book.
We do have, yeah.
Yes, it's a very good book. There's two things. One was don't think about what you don't have. Think about what you do have. And the other one was don't think about what you don't want. Think about what you do want.
Mm-hmm.
Those always stuck with me. Changed my whole thought process. Because I was always thinking the opposite,
Maybe you gotta
I don't want to do this, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do this.
explain a little bit or elaborate a little bit. Maybe some of the audience doesn't look at this or read this book yet.
Yes.
So can you maybe?
Well, if you
elaborate?
don't think about what you don't want. Think about what you do want. Most people think about what they don't want. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to go to the dentist. They don't want to go to the to the wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to go to work. Don't want to go to the dentist. Don't want to go to the doctor. Don't want to.
Yeah.
So you got to think about what you do want. So you're thinking totally different. You're thinking that going to the dentist is a good thing. Going to work is a good thing. So you got to think about that's what you know.
Just like the example, you have to go to work, right?
Yeah, right.
But you flip.
Yeah, you flip it. And
You flip it, so
I
you
get
to
I get
work.
to go to work.
Yeah. You get
Instead
to go
of
to
I
work.
have to.
Yeah.
Or I have to pay my bills.
Because you have to is something like you are committed, something that you don't want to.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
I have to pay my bills. Instead, you say I get to pay my bills because you're lucky to have a home.
Yeah.
You're lucky to be able to have cable TV, electricity, heat, water, all the stuff.
So what is the
necessary.
best advice that you ever ignored that? Are you
That's the best
Who
advice.
picked this topic?
that you ever
That's advice.
ignore?
Because I've always ignored, the don't think about what you don't
Uh-huh.
want.
Uh-huh.
That's all I've ever done. Is think about what I don't want.
It's not that you ignore it, right?
I don't ignored the think about what you do want.
Yeah.
'Cause I always think about what I don't want.
I see.
And the other one,
That's a little bit confused there.
just think the opposite of
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't even get it.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
So to me, the best advice that I've ever ignored is when my ex-manager tell me, "Are you seriously going to marry this American guy? Migrate to US?" So I was ignored about that. And I don't regret about it. Okay. Because she was so worried that she always hear about this serial killer thing, which is happening in America, and she was worried about me, my wellness. So she say, yeah, don't go. But yeah, my heart tells me, you gotta go. Yeah, that's the best advice I ever ignore.
I guess I should change my answer.
Yeah. So what's your answer now?
No, because nobody ever told me, nobody ever advised me not to date you, not to marry you.
Yeah.
So,
But in life, what are the best advice you kind of ignore about it, but it's the best happened to you?
that's hard. I'd have to think about it. 'Cause I never really listened
Well,
to
another advice for me is when people say that I'm fat, especially Chinese community. Because in the Chinese beauty standard is always stick figure, slim, and we are the fat Asian. And I don't care about that anymore. When I'm young, yes, for many years I try to fit in. I try to change, but it's just not, because God made me who I am. That's how I am. I mean, I try. It just won't go to that stick figure, because from baby until now, I am that chubby. That's my signature and trademark.
Okay, now I think I understand.
That's
Yeah.
Best vice you've ever ignored.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably when it's not the biggest one, but a good one was when I was working on the other side of town.
Yeah.
They tried to talk me into staying,
Mm-hmm.
and they wouldn't let me go. I wanted to transfer over here, and they kept trying to tell me, "Oh, we need you here." And I said, "No, I'm going. I got to go over there, up that side of town."
Yeah.
So best decision I ever made, because on that side of town, I was ready to have a breakdown.
How many years you were working there?
Ready to have a nervous breakdown. Not just working there, but my personal life.
Yeah.
And my family was over here. There's
Mhm.
nobody. I didn't have anybody over there. I was working
Right.
over there 14 years.
Okay, now you got it right.
Yes. So
It's the right.
I told them, no, I'm going. And then I pressured them and pushed them into getting me transferred.
Yeah.
And so much better people over here to work with, better management, better everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was probably the best, one of the best, if not the best. I'll think of the best.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what we're trying to come up with is when somebody has advised you not to do something,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and you've gone against what everybody has said, and you've done it, and it turned out better in your life.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
I was thinking about that. It's like, oh yeah, well, when I was in the army, I got asked to go to Nella Hall, and I didn't go. That actually, I probably should have gone, because it would have bettered myself. So, but we're not asking that. So it's finding something, as I say, where somebody has said, don't do something, and you go against what everyone's saying, and you do it, and it turns out good.
Mhm.
That's, I guess,
Right.
what we're trying to say. Yeah.
Right.
So what's
Right.
your
I don't have one.
you don't have one?
Not one.
So, well, I think one of the advice that I can give you, and I still trying to give you that advice, is to take more pictures and be in the picture.
Take more pictures. If I took any more pictures, crikey.
Yeah, why? Because why I say that, because sometimes you're so, or before you were so busy just doing your life, and you're not taking pictures, and then of course you don't have that memories
Mhm.
to
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, there's a lot of things that when she'll say, "Oh, do you not have pictures of that?" In my younger days,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and especially over in England, because English people don't take pictures. They take 2 pictures, and that's it for a 2-week vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
That's how men.
we don't take pictures, but of course Asians like 100 pictures before you can even start eating your dinner. I remember when my mum came over, it was funny because we'd all be sat around, and of course my mum's not used to it, so she's about to tuck in to eat a dinner, and I'm saying, no, stop, you can't do it, she's got to take pictures. So she'd come and take a picture, and she'd take 1 or 2 pictures, and she thought that was it, and it's like, put your spoon down, you can't start.
Look it up, Buttercup.
Yeah. Like my mother
So
would
she'd
spit
have
out
to
her.
do like 5 pictures
Mother
of
would spit out her
everybody's dinner
food.
at different angles.
Ellie would say,
but
"Wait."
sometimes people are so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't have that memories to show when you become older. You don't
Mhm.
have. I remember in the Philippines, we also, even though cell phone was not a thing during that time, we still take pictures, like, I don't know, Kodak,
Yeah.
and then we go to place and had it developed. I think those are better than being or having the digital photos, because I have a gazillion pictures in my phone, and nobody would see it except me. Whereas those pictures that are taken by Kodak camera, we printed them, we put them in the album, and when there is gathering like Christmas, or when you have visitors, for example,
You pull out
they
the photo
they
album,
yeah, they flip and that becomes the
Con-
conversation, and you get to
relive that
yeah,
experience
yeah,
again.
the memories. So that's why I keep telling him, you need to take pictures,
That's
Oh,
right.
He's getting better. That become your photographer, though.
Yeah.
You know.
I know. Yeah.
And when I took pictures of Ellie, I'd just be like, click here.
Yeah.
And she told me, no, that's not how you take pictures. You line it up perfectly, and then you count like 3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah.
So
At least you.
I would just take the picture and go here. She goes, my head's cut off. Oh, whatever. Who cares? But now I'm
Yeah,
Mr. Photographer.
And then, of course, the women, they have to do the beauty check. So you take 3 pictures and then, okay, let me look at it. And they look and they zoom in and they look at a pimple on the nose. It's like, I can't do nothing with the pimple on the nose. It's there, come on.
Yeah,
I remember this one is true story. We went to, where is that? Vermont and
crikey.
New Hampshire. We went to Vermont and New Hampshire, and I have 2 friends there, and of course their husband as well were there. And then each one of us, each couple will take picture, right? And then we say, oh, all girls, so all girls. Oh, now it's all men. Okay, now it's everybody. So like that. And then of course, like he said, it's
I think it took us an hour just to get out of the parking lot into the park. All the pictures.
Yeah, and then like he said, each one of us, the women, we do beauty check, and I'm too fat in that. Oh my, like whatever is
The hair's not right. I'm not
my
standing
hair
right.
is not. My legs are like crooked. I don't want that. Let's do another one. And then Mike was taking my pictures, and he was just clicking. And I said, none of this is postable. I need another one. And he was, what did you say? He said, I can only do what
I can only work with what I've got. I mean, come on.
Yeah, right.
And of course, the pictures of the guys, it'd be like 3 guys, click 1 picture. Yeah, that's okay. We don't care,
Yeah,
But
we
the
don't.
women have got to look at all theirs.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, but nowadays we are in this online business. We are leveraging the social media, so we gotta think of like a photographer perspective. What make people will stop scrolling, scroll stopper, like picture or videos, So that is part of our main things to do now. It's part of our activity.
Yeah. I would just click and hand the phone. But now I say, okay, honey, move over to the left. And then, why don't you stand up there? That will look better. Yeah, that's a better background. All right. Okay. Now throw your hair back. Okay. And then I get to, okay, on 3, 2, 1, click. That's now
Well,
say,
as
what do
they
you
go,
think?
they learn better.
I say, that's okay. What do you think? Is this all right?
Yeah,
Before I was like, click here, whatever.
Yeah.
I know.
But then also don't let that scare anybody off neither, because there's also a ways if you want to go faceless, you can also do that as well. So it's not like, because there's some shy people out there and they don't want to post themselves and do whatever. Oh, I can't do that if I've got to take a bunch of pictures of myself. There's other ways and other ways to get started in the business.
Faceless marketing. Do you see those faceless marketing posts? They are photographed and their videos. Oh my God. It's better than showing their face. You know that?
They could take it professional to do
Yeah.
it, but they pay for professional.
Because they are not showing their face, but every picture is really professional.
But this online business is a great way to get over that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we love to be in front. Well, mostly
Well,
me. I love to be in front of the video, in front of the camera now. But before
yeah,
that,
because
oh,
because
man.
this business is about people, right? We are connecting to people. To
Mm-hmm.
us, we want to show our face because this is a people's business.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. There's so much AI out there now. You don't know whether you're dealing with real
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You see pictures, you know, you see a little video and you think, oh, is that real? And then, oh, no, that's not real.
Yeah.
No.
And I think one of the advice, not necessarily me, maybe just a little bit for me, but I think this advice, a lot of people ignore this, that
Mhm.
you have to save money even when it's only a little, you know, like our parents, our grandparents, each of them always say that we have to save even if it's a little bit. We often think saving matters only when we can put away a large amount, but small
Yeah.
amounts consistently saved can become significant over the years. And
Right.
more importantly, saving creates choices when life changes unexpectedly. So for me, like I said, it's only a little bit because I'm always a saver. And even though what I do is, or what I did, especially when I came over to US, because I was only making initially is $9.25. So that was 20 years ago, and that money is not a lot. So I would what I would do is I take 10% of that, put it aside and forget about it, thinking that it's my part of my expenses. So I never think, once I put it aside, I never think that I have money. So
Yeah.
that really helps me a lot. Like I was able to, how do you call it, do the house in the Philippines, renovate
Renovate,
the
yeah.
house in the Philippines. And then when I moved from that job that I had before to another company, I was able to roll over the money, and up to now, I still have part of that money that I rolled over. So I think that's one of the decision that a lot of people ignored.
Yeah, that's something. My mum, now you bring that up, my mum would always say to me, even when I was a kid, even now, I'm 65, and she still says it to me, save your money, save your money. I'm the total opposite to Emily. You know, she said she's a saver. Me, as soon as I get it, I want to spend it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, what do I need to save it for? But having thought back now, I wish, like you say, when you're young, even if you'd have put $20 or $50 a week or whatever in the bank,
Mhm.
Yeah.
if you had that now and you were just consistent at doing it, and that consistency runs into everything, whether it's the online business or whether it's saving, being consistent in doing something.
Yeah, I remember telling him when we had the coffee shop, I remember telling him that you need to save some money, you need to save some money. And initially he would still ignore me, and then eventually he would slowly, you know.
Yeah.
The old habit is hard to change. So
Yeah.
you gotta give time.
Oh, my brother
Yeah.
would always say, "What do you have this stuff? What do you need? You don't need this stuff. You don't need this. Can't take it with you." I said,
That's
"Well,
true.
yeah, but I can enjoy it while I'm here,
Yeah.
That's true.
and then somebody else can have it when I'm gone.
And that, yeah, exactly.
They can enjoy it, or they could sell it." And
Yeah, but that is the best advice you can ignore,
Mm.
because life happen unexpectedly. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the best advice I didn't ignore was listening to Ellie and joining this online business.
Huh?
Because if I didn't join this online business with her, I'd probably still be getting dirty looks to this day.
That's right.
Happy wife, happy life.
There you go. Listen up, people.
Yeah.
Do what they say. Do what
Well,
they say.
Ellie's style is dirty look. Mine is what, hun?
Just smashing things up.
Mine is smashing the mouse. Oh, smashing mouse.
I got a box full of broken ones here because when she first started, she'd be smashing the dang mouse on the desk, and I'd hear her in the other room, and I'd come in. What's going on? I can't figure this out. Blah, 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 blah. And then by that time, the poor mouse has broke its wheel and fallen into pieces.
What would happen if you didn't go in?
Oh, who knows? The computer would probably go through the window, I think. She threatened that a few times. But it's like, hey, who started this business?
But the good thing about this online business is there are people who are there. All we need to do is to just press those phone numbers or message them in our platform, or go to the training site, and you don't have to be as frustrated like me. But it happened to me because I wanted to wing everything. So
She skipped the part that it says step-by-step training. She just skipped over that and just went to her own training.
so that's why we always advise people not to do what I did, because you're gonna be frustrated.
Yeah, if the roadmap's already planned out for you, just stick onto the map and you'll be good. Don't take a
there's no
shortcut through the
shortcut.
mountains. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Thank God we don't have to ask for directions anymore.
That's right. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man. Yeah.
Speaking of directions, another thing is let's take a vacation. You know, there's always going to be bills, responsibilities, work, and reasons to postpone things. You don't have to spend, beyond obviously your means or whatever, but don't postpone every experience until someday or sometime, or, the memories are worth more, way more, I think, than things that were working so hard to buy every day,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't wait until you can't walk anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
And then also you can take some pictures, and like you said, you can develop them and sit them in the belt in the album and sit through there, and that can be a talking point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I built up quite a debt traveling over to Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, and Indonesia, but definitely worth it.
Yeah, that's not cheap for sure.
Great experience. So yeah, money didn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're only here once,
That's right.
Yeah. Travel definitely make your heart and eyes open wide. More knowledge. More open-minded.
Yeah, and there's so many different cultures out there too. There's so many more experiences to live and see how people live and what they do and how they live their life.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what is the last piece of advice that you guys want to give, but to ensure the audience not to ignore it?
Not to ignore. Well,
I think is take action in this online business, because this is one thing that your future self will thank you. Because it's not only gonna affect yourself in a positive way, but also your family and your family's family. In other words, your generation and the next generation. It's not only give you that peace of mind. It's not only give you that the possibilities of acquiring whatever you want to acquire personally, and also like financially, because this online business will give you so many things, whether it's a financial freedom, whether it's time freedom, whether it's I don't know, travel maybe, or paying off debt. There are so many things that this online business can help me in my English, hon.
that it can give you. But yeah, definitely. What was I going to say? I was going to say, yeah, the advice that I would give, and don't overlook it, is take a look at the business.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to lose? You've got nothing whatsoever to lose. You know, I mean, we've spoke about a few things that people have said, don't do this, and you go against what they say, and, you know, it turns out for the better. But you've got nothing to lose to take a look at it. It don't cost you anything initially. If you want to take a deep dive, then there's $149, which is, you know, it's 100% refundable within 30 days if you choose not to move forward in the business.
And don't only ask one question,
Yeah.
because there are people who reach out to us and ask only one question: what is this business? And when you tell them what is this business, for like a couple of sentences, then they're gonna be like, oh, it's not for me. The problem with that is you don't give yourself a chance to look deeper if this online business is really for you, because a couple of sentences is not gonna cut it. It's not gonna give you a full understanding of what this business is all about. Like Mike is saying, there's no cost to take a closer look at it. Yeah. Only a few minutes of your time, and then who knows, that few minutes of your time will change the direction of your future.
Yeah, and I mean, I gave an example of this the other day. It's like, if somebody, you know, if you go for a regular job interview, you don't just ask two questions and go and either accept the job or reject it just on them two questions, whatever they may be. You want to know the details of it. You want to know their expectations. You want to know what the training's like. You want to know what the support's like. There's so many questions you ask before you make an educated decision on whether you're going to accept something or reject it. So why wouldn't you do the same with an online business? Maybe it's something you're not familiar with, and maybe that's why this guy, you know, these people, they ask one question, oh, what is it? And you tell them in, like she said, in a couple of sentences, and they say, oh, no, that's not for me. Maybe they say it's not for them because they're uncomfortable with that, or they don't understand the business. But when you we can't say everything in one question. So they don't know about the step-by-step training. They don't know about the mentorship. They don't know about all the behind the scenes thing, the community that is all there to support you. When you found that out, they might go, oh, well, I didn't realize it was like that. Well, yeah, because you didn't ask. You said you threw the towel in before you'd even started. So that might be my thing, is just take a look. You've got absolutely nothing at all to lose, except a bit of time.
Yes, like Mike and Emily say, there's nothing to lose. Take a look, because everything is online. You know, the information is ready for you. You don't need to travel to anywhere. You just look online at your home, right?
That's right.
You just open your mind to take a look. Give yourself a chance. Whether it's business, traditional business, whether it's online business, whatever your heart wanting to do or your passions want to do, right? You still do your homework. Just don't listen to anybody, but listen to yourself, because you did your homework.
Yeah, I think very important. Listen to your spouse. Don't ignore your spouse, because we ran into some people that the spouse would just say, no, it's not for us.
Yeah.
And then the other party wouldn't say anything.
We have a lot in our community.
And one person actually blocked her because the husband said, no, I don't want this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, why ignore your spouse?
Well,
because you can see that she's passionate about it. You can see that she really wants to do this, but then you all automatically say no, we're not doing it.
Well, that means she's not the right person.
That's true.
If you desire and passionate about something that you want to do, you gotta have it, whether your spouse agree or not. You either do it in a quiet way or do it hidden.
She was more on pleasing him.
Yeah.
Not,
Hi,
pleasing herself or
Marilyn.
helping herself. She wanted to help him, make him happy. So whatever he says, you know,
Yeah.
that's how
But
it
then
is.
look at the opportunities though that they're missing out on.
Yeah.
Look at, I mean, just the personal growth side of things, of how much better it can make you feel, the community, the support. I mean, the personal growth of the business, to put money aside for now, but just that alone is
One guy
incredible.
didn't want to. Yeah, he didn't want to hear anything after he
Yes.
realized, after he came up with his opinion of the business right away. I mean, it didn't take what 5 minutes talking. I think it was less than that, like 2 minutes talking to this couple, and he's just all of a sudden like, nope. And we tried to say, well, you're not listening to, the rest of it. He goes, I don't care. I don't need to. We're not doing this. Not
Yeah.
interested. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, sometimes, when people act like that, they are actually giving this service to themselves. They
Yeah.
they don't give themselves a chance, you know?
Yeah.
And again, as we're all saying, find out. It doesn't cost nothing to look at it. So take a look at it, even if you pay the $149, and then you get to within them 30 days, and you say, "Now I've taken a good look at it. This isn't for me. We're done."
Yeah.
Get you on 49 back. Okay, thanks very much. It's been great knowing you, and keep on following us. Maybe you might change your mind later on, but at least you've made the right decision on what you've learned and what you've been open to.
Yeah,
being open-minded.
I know so many people in other groups that I have, that they said that they saw the business in 2018. They ignored it. Now they are back in the business, after 2 or 3 years. So imagine 2 or 3 years that they lost because they ignored it, because they did not believe in it. And then they were waiting for their friends, they were waiting for the people to see if they are gonna get some results before they get on board.
And also, you can't say it's just, that's just for people that are struggling, or they're following a bunch of wishy-washy dreams that never happen. There's a lot of successful people that are in this business, that are engineers, that are doctors, nurses. I mean, there's a lot of well-educated people that have done the research and come into this business and had a lot of success with it. So don't think that it's just for, people with wild dreams that have, they're jumping in and just trying to make something up of it,
Yeah.
And don't pay $149 when you have 30 days, and then 2 days later you say, no, not for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait the whole 30 days and keep looking into it. Keep watching all the videos, watch all the testimonials, and then decide.
Let's say if you want to open a restaurant, right? Do you just, based on what people say to you in 2 lines, and then you just forget about it?
Yeah.
You want to open a restaurant.
Nobody gives it 30 days.
Of course, you do your own research. Or how do I build this restaurant? What am I going to sell? You actually do research, right?
And you take advice from the from the customers. If they say something like, well, this, I don't like this, or I don't like that, then you improve on it. You don't say, well, screw you. I don't care what you think. Just
with any business, even if it's traditional. I mean, when we were starting our first coffee shop, we got plenty of people, don't do that. You don't want to be doing that. That's a big investment. You're going to lose all your money and blah, blah, blah. Well, no, we're not going to lose all our money. We knew what we wanted to do and how we were going to do it. We'd already kind of seen what was out there and what other people were doing, and we knew we could do something better.
Yeah.
So if you've got that passion in your mind of like, hey, no, I've done this job, I've done that, I'm in this job right now, I'm not really happy with it, but I'm going through the motions and it gives me a paycheck at the end of the week or the 2 weeks, whatever it may be, but it's not really fulfilling me. And if I need to make more money, then I've got to put more time in, which takes me away from my family. So why don't I take that spare time that I do have and put it into something that I can build for myself or for my family? I mean,
I think nowadays many people are looking for options. there are so many options online, right?
Yeah.
Because doing 9 to 5 is just not enough. It's just
Yeah.
not enough. That's why so many people are looking for options. So this is one of the options that maybe you are looking for or fit your lifestyle. You don't know
Yeah,
because you don't give yourself a chance.
that's right.
Exactly.
And then also on the flip side as well, this isn't for everybody. On the flip side, it's
Yeah.
not for everybody. You've got
That's
to be
true.
open-minded. You've got to be teachable. And if you're none of them, then it's not for you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you have to be
but if you-
ambitious.
Yeah, but if you are open-minded, you're willing to learn something. We didn't know anything about online stuff when we started. So it was a learning curve, and that's why she broke all the mouses or mice or whatever you call multiples of them. But yeah, that's
And patience is very important too.
yeah, you got to be patient, and it's not an overnight success. It's not an overnight. What do they call it?
Yeah, success.
Overnight success.
Yeah,
Is that the
not
right
a get rich.
get rich quick scheme? Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not a get rich quick scheme. So don't be
Right.
concerned if you don't see the results you want in the first month or the week or a year. It all depends on how much effort you're putting into it and how you.
Yeah.
How
When you pay
understand.
$150, $149, is it $149.99? Or
No, 140.
Well,
149.
okay, $149. Pay $149. Don't just sit back and wait for the money to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. I think a lot of people think, oh, if I can,
149. Wait for money to come.
yeah,
No,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's
you gotta,
just
you
the-
gotta work on it.
that's just the information stage.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's going to
You
give
are
you the.
not paying 149 and wait for the money to fall from sky.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You might as well go and buy $149 worth of lottery tickets.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
come on, be real.
Yeah.
If you go to work with somebody, you also start from the bottom. You also learn along the way to climb up the ladder, right?
Yes, absolutely. All right, this is a very fun conversation. We can wrap this up. We're over 42 minutes, and I didn't realize that because we are having so much fun in this conversation. Actually, I have so many advices, best advice we ever ignored, but we have, like I said, over time.
Overextended. but
Very
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, we would like to say thank you so much for all of you who are watching or watch our Go Live, especially to Marilyn, and I believe there's Marilyn and Harbans Singh. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Guys.
Yes. Ellie and Steve, as always, it's a pleasure doing this Coffee and Connections with you.
And you
guys.
can see our contact information on the bottom
Me
of both
too.
our little screens there. So
Yes.
reach out to us if you've got any questions. We're more than happy to answer them. There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Follow the moving finger.
We need those to be flashing,
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
beautiful,
yes.
flashing, beautiful color.
Yeah.
So that is our advice for
Call
you guys
now.
who
Call
are
now.
coming to watch us live or watch us replay. Just don't hesitate to check it out. There's no obligations. Maybe this is a life-changing opportunity for you.
Yeah, it was for us.
Mm-hmm. So good night, everybody from Michigan.
And good night from Atlanta.
Yes, this has been Emily.
And this has been Mike.
This is Ellie.
And Steve.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you so much, everyone. God bless. See you again next Friday.
Bye-bye.
Coffee in our hands, dreams in our hearts. Every conversation is where freedom starts.